Hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, whole new layout. It's been a while since I've actually filmed in the office because I've been taking these past few months trying to figure out how I wanted to rearrange my furniture. I did rearrange my desk upstairs in my bedroom, and I wanted to take my time with my workspace down in the office. If you guys saw my workspace makeover last year for 2022, you guys know the struggle with this corner of the office. This area was actually made for a closet. So the wall is kind of weird on both sides. First of all, this is not going to be a regular workspace tour. I'm mainly going to talk about Feng Shui, which is what I've been practicing for several years now. Energy is really important to me. Energy is so important. So I'm going to be talking about how I use Feng Shui in rearranging my office space. And as I talk about it, I'll show you bits and pieces of how my workspace looks like right now. It's basically the same thing. I didn't add or take things away. I just shifted my desk around. So just a disclaimer, I am not an expert with Feng Shui, but basically Feng Shui is the act of rearranging furniture and decorative pieces to make your space more balanced. So when you break Feng Shui down, Feng means wind and Shui means water. So there's several elements to a home. So each room in the home has a different element and they each mean certain things. Our home is a northeast facing home. And if you want to figure out what direction your home is facing, I would suggest using the compass app on your phone if you have an iPhone. Once you figure out the direction of your home, I would suggest looking up the Bagua map on Google, and it shows you a whole map of what each room is. So for example, there's a section in your home that is considered money and prosperity, one for creativity and children, one for love and marriage, another one for travel and helpful people. This office is considered the travel and helpful people, and it's in the element of metal. I don't really have a lot of metal things. We do have a lamp here that is made of metal, but my desk is wood. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I'm not gonna like swap out my furniture anytime soon, so I think it's fine. But the colors that are best for this particular room are gray, silver, white, and black, which is perfect because my sister and I are lovers of neutral colors. So we do have a lot of white, black, gray. Most of the walls in this room is gray, and then behind me, obviously it's white. So we're good on the colors. Now, travel and helpful people. So in Feng Shui, for this particular room, it's best to have elements of travel. So as you can see behind me, I have some old paintings that I made of the places that I traveled to. So I made sure to just have that all on my walls. In the future, I would love to paint more travel imagery and possibly make a vision board. I would probably put my vision board here, replace this one, this painting right here, and make a whole vision board of the places that I want to travel to in the future. So yeah, having anything that has anything to do with travel. And then for helpful people, this is actually the best spot to put an altar. I do have an altar here. My sister has one too. I'm not going to show you any of that because it's very sacred to us. But when it comes to helpful people, you can put elements of, you know, deities, guardian angels. You can also make an altar of your loved ones that passed away. It's not just that, but you can also have things when it comes to your career, maybe having people that you look up to. Yeah, this is a really great place for all those things. This space is not fully the way that I want it to be, but what I really want to talk about right now is my desk. As you remember, my desk was against my wall. It was fine in the beginning, but I often felt uncomfortable. Same feeling that I had with my desk upstairs. And that's something that I learned through Feng Shui, is that having your desk against the wall is probably not the best position. I mean, if you have a ton of equipment like for your computer, then it's totally fine because you need to plug in all of your devices into the socket, right? But from all the information that I've gathered, the main thing that I learned is that it's best to have your desk where you have a wall behind you, because when you have a wall behind you, that gives you protection because, you know, the wall is solid, as opposed to when I have my desk against the wall, people will come into the office and they would unintentionally scare me. I would just get startled because I'll have my headphones on and then they'll come in and say something and I get all scared. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't like having my desk against the walls, because I often felt like someone was gonna creep up behind me and scare me. I just shifted everything around where I'm facing the opposite side of the room. And now I have this whole view of the office and my neighborhood. To my left, I have a window where I can see this side of the neighborhood. And then we have another window right across from me where I can see the other side of the neighborhood. So I feel a sense of safety knowing what is right in front of me and what I'm surrounded by. Even though I can't see the entrance of the office, I can sense when someone is coming in. I feel a lot better with this desk over here. I will say that I was getting frustrated because of this printer. It's very top heavy and I was trying to figure out a different way to situate it. But honestly, this is the only way I can have my printer. I'm not too mad about it though. When it was against the wall over here, it definitely felt a lot more top heavy, but now that I have all the space in front of me, it doesn't bother me at all. So that's another thing. I now have this openness, because when I had my desk against the wall, I was just facing the wall. You know, there was no openness. I felt like the energy was getting trapped, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why I wasn't feeling motivated or inspired, because I just had this wall right in front of me. But now that I can see the trees outside and cars passing by, my neighbors walking by, and I can see everything around me, I feel a lot better. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how everything is situated. My workspace definitely feels a lot bigger now that I've moved it in this position. I have so much space to move my chair around still, and I have my shelf right here with all my materials, my sketchbooks and whatnot. Everything just feels great. Like, I feel motivated now. I feel excited to work down here. One of the main reasons why I wanted to move this desk in this position is so that I can have my name above me in my videos. So I'm really excited to start filming more videos in here. It just feels a lot more professional, honestly. And now I can film my Hobonichi videos here, because now I have space to put my overhead tripod. I love Feng Shui so much, and after practicing it for a few years now, I am just so appreciative of it and so grateful, because now I feel like my space has become a lot more harmonious, more peaceful, and I feel a lot more creative and inspired. So yeah, I will definitely continue these Feng Shui practices when I do move into my future home. So that is it for this video. I hope you learned a thing or two about Feng Shui. If you are an expert or if you know more than me, definitely leave some tips down below. I would love to hear them. I would love to receive your feedback. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.